Hi, it's me, that crazy Kate, and I just wanted to talk to you today about New Year's resolutions because that's kind of like a trend right now with the time of year. Personally, I I always get really motivated, especially like even in general during the beginning of the week on Mondays, I get really motivated and I'm really ready to start my week. And even with the new year, I always set a bunch of goals that you know, might be a little high, but I could probably accomplish them if I really tried. Like I always want to lose weight. I always want to get really toned. I always want to start eating healthier, even though I eat really healthy already. And I always have this thing about positivity. And I really want to focus on being positive and not cussing. That's a big one too. And not having a negative outlook on just anything that happens during the day. I want to try and find the strengths and find the positive because I'm a social worker. That's what I went to school for. And I usually start out really well, like really gung-ho from the first day, till maybe like the end of the month, which is really difficult because my husband's birthday is in January. So I always end up cheating on his birthday because, we go out and we have cake and steak and whatever, lots of alcohol usually, which is another resolution almost every single year. I want to cut back. And I start out really well and I'm really motivated in the beginning. And then I just sort of start to get complacent. And I'm like, I'm pretty healthy. I'm pretty thin. I take really good care of myself. I have a really good attitude for the most part. And, maybe I really don't need to work on myself so drastically. Maybe I just need to try and do better every day, which has always kind of been my mentality. Every day I just try to start over and try and do better. For example, I absolutely hate that in every single one of my YouTube videos, I have the same hair. But the reality is that, just in life, you get caught up. I'm a social worker. I work crazy hours, and sometimes sleeping for an extra 15 minutes is more important than looking cute sometimes, which every girl is probably rolling her eyes right now because it's like no one wants to admit that, but that's real life. It's like, you know what? No, I'd rather sleep than straighten my hair and try and fight with the curls. And I mean, it's just a nightmare. I have this friend actually who he kind of has this syndrome with New Year's. He kind of like has all year round. He wants to start fresh and it's not really a bad quality. I mean, motivation's a good thing, but it's like every couple of months he gets on this kick where he's like, I'm going to work out. And he gets obsessed with working out and he works out like twice a day for like 2 weeks. And then it's like, just kidding. I'm going to go back to eating Chili's every day because I really just don't even care. And I don't care what people think. And then it's like his girlfriend breaks up with him and he gets depressed. And then it's like, I'm going to work out every day. I'm going to better myself for me and my son and blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, just kidding. I don't really care. It's like people just get complacent. And I feel like New Year's resolution is just an excuse for people to assess their problems for a minute and try to change. But it's like they don't really want to change. Personally, I've kind of always been like that, but I basically just set the same goals every year. So it's like, just stuff that I always want to work on. It's not, you know, one year, it's something different than the previous year. It's just things that I've always continually, consistently wanted to change. Well, this year, I wasn't really hell bent on New Year's resolution so much as I just wanted to change my lifestyle because I'm pregnant and because I'm bringing a child into the world. And I've heard people say things to me like, you can have one alcoholic beverage. It's okay. Or, it's okay to drink coffee or, which it is. It is okay to drink coffee while you're pregnant, just for a disclaimer. My doctor says one serving a day. Um, or, oh, it's okay if you gain weight or, oh, it's okay if it's this. And it is. All that stuff is okay. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Obviously, I'm a social worker. I'm a domestic violence advocate. I'm pro-woman. I'm not going to say what a woman should do with her body when she's pregnant with her child. For myself personally, however, I really focused on getting healthy as soon as I found out I was pregnant. And, I don't want to eat fast food. And one of my Facebook friends actually said something about how he didn't eat fast food for a whole year for a New Year's resolution, a specific fast food, I believe. And now this year he's adding in another one. He's adding 2 fast foods. And he said, you know, it's going to be really difficult, but he's going to really focus, which is how I felt. You know, like my husband and I sometimes late at night, we'd be like, we eat so healthy, we work out every day. What's one Wendy's, you know, junior bacon cheeseburger? And now I'm just like, you know, I'm not going to do that. I'm doing this for myself. And it sounds simple because it's just about food, but it's everything. It's like, you know, by the time my baby comes, I want to have all my kinks out, and I want to make sure that I am really positive because my kid's going to see that. And I want to make sure that I do try to curb my language because I don't want my kid's first word to be the F word. And, you know, I don't want to get thrown off YouTube because every other word I say is, you know, the F word. So I just wanted to take a minute to say, I really hope you guys, if you do have New Year's resolutions, I really hope they work for you. And I really hope that you are motivated to do them. And it's not just like, whatever, new year, new me, and you're the same jackhole you've been for like 20 years, you know. So I wish you guys luck and, you know, positive outlook that if you do really want to change, I really hope you do. And I really hope that it's for yourself and it's not because someone dumped you or you're trying to get your kid back or, well, I guess that's a good reason to change. Scratch that. I hope it's not because someone broke up with you or because your boyfriend thinks you're fat or your girlfriend thinks you're fat or your mother-in-law thinks you're fat. I hope it's just because you want to change for yourself and you want to be a good person. And so that's all. End rant. Have a good day.